What is up, Theta homies? It is your boy Justinpacete back again with another Theta token video, another Theta token update. Just a friendly reminder, if you are new to the channel trying to find as much Theta news, updates, NFTs, or any kind of Theta partnerships, please hit that like and subscribe button. Check out all the links down below in the description for all the links that I post in this video, as well as staking your Theta tokens to my Guardian node. Either way, help out my channel, help out the Theta network, but overall help yourselves out. Earn as much TFO passively as possible and utilize it however you want on Theta Drop, Open Theta, any of the subchains on Theta Network, or just withdrawing it back to your wallet. I do also want to mention of today's sponsor of Theta Forums, but a little bit more on them later. So I really am getting excited for the new Theta news and updates that I have for you guys. So we're going to see here in a moment seeing that. So Theta homies, as you can tell with this new thumbnail and video headline, we're going to talk about more of these bigger infrastructures that Theta Network has partnered with in the past. Talk about how it's going to really affect Theta Network in the future, in addition to with these other companies as well. Put any thoughts and comments down below what you want to see in the future videos, but starting on X, we're going to see what Mitch Liu has to say. Here, this was posted on July 18th of 2025. EdgeCloud Hybrid now stands on its own as a leading decentralized cloud infrastructure, one that Microsoft, Amazon, and Google will not be able to ignore. So we'll see as to what Theta Network has in store for the future of just developments all over the world. If he's honestly just naming all these big companies right out of the gate, it's something to be like, definitely something big to just mention altogether, but it's going to be kind of big of a risk. We'll see if all these other companies do partner with Theta Network, at least mention them in some sort of manner. I feel like that's the big thing that we are all hoping for as Theta investors, community members. We do know that they've had partners in the past, so I'll show you guys some of those posts, but regardless, we do want to see some recognition when it comes to Theta Network. I believe that's what we're all kind of hoping for, in addition to the price action. Going on to this community member, he's going to say this includes spatial reality display, so this introduces Amazon's new GPU. It's kind of crazy as to how fast they are. So like they can, I think they ran 1 point something or 100 terabytes per second. That's like a ridiculous amount of data in that amount of time. At least it's just my own opinion, just because I have my own personal computer. I'm also a nurse full time, so when I hear that kind of number, ridiculous in terms of speed and data usage. But we're gonna also go on to a little bit more about Amazon as well, talking about Theta Network. This was posted on July 15th of 2025. A little bit of a thread, but I do want to mention some things altogether. So just scrolling down a little bit more, it's not that long of a thread. It's about like 6 bullet points, but you can also check it out right here as well. AWS opens the doors for the blueprint and the proof of collaboration all starts in 2024. The AWS blockchain node runners blueprint, where AWS officially hosted Theta's Edge node deployment code on their GitHub. AWS blockchain node runners program providers open source tools to deploy blockchain nodes, and Theta's inclusion signals AWS support for their tech. Developers, or really anyone, more conveniently spin up Theta nodes on AWS EC2 instances, for example GPU powered instances for AI video tasks, using AWS tools like S3 and CloudWatch. So basically saying it's just another access point for those who don't want to download the software on themselves. They'll be able to go through the instance, I believe, and then use it through Amazon Web Services. When they're done with it, they'll exit the door, and then that'll be it, at least to my own understanding as to what this mentioned. This is the official AWS hosted code that boosts decentralization adoption and providing real collaboration, not just talk. Below at the end of the thread is the article from 2024. The 2025 roadmap and its rollout perfectly follow through, aligning spots on with AWS's setup. I'm also going to go on to the roadmap a little bit, the second half of 2025, from Jihee's recent post, or at least a note about Jihee. Going on to number 3, why this collaboration hints at low-key partnership master plan. This one I'm a little more skeptical about, because I just feel like, why keep it low-key? I feel like if more people know about it, I feel like that's better recognition, but not too entirely sure. The Theta AWS collaboration lays a solid foundation for a future partnership rooted in sections here 1 and 2. Both AWS and Theta's 2024 blueprints and the 2025 beta rollout show a deliberate long game with partner shards and enterprise wins, for example Stanford, pointing to the possibilities like AWS marketplace tie-ins. This person's speculation says Theta's growth comes from utility, think video streaming and AI bots tapping 30,000+ EdgeCloud nodes rather than loud marketing. That's by design. Hindsight 2020. Theta skipped a traditional token sale, opting for a legal strategy to navigate SEC and global regulatory challenges. This keeps Theta's marketing, promotions, and announcements very minimal, frustrating some Theta community members in the possible start of the 2025 bull cycle who see AWS as just a client. This is just a quiet approach, is perhaps not necessary but calculated and intentional, building a rock solid alliance with out regulatory red flags, ready to shine. And then here's more information, and as well as the information that she's dragging her posts from. So if you want to check out these links here, you'll see the entire thread down below. But regardless though, I just feel like maybe that just didn't please me as what I would like to hear. I feel like yes, we do see this post here, but we want to see more information, like more of the details. They probably just can't show it everyone. That's the little bit of a frustrating part. But then that's when it comes to the issues, I guess, of decentralization if things are really public. But then it's not really necessarily decentralized if that was the case, if things are still private. But that's just my own opinion. I'm sure you can probably find the wallet address, and once you find it, I feel like that's when you can track it. But if there's nothing, just like some things listed, I feel like that just makes things a little harder. But I guess that's the whole point of, I guess, some sort of proof of stake systems, that it makes it a little more central. It's like it's a decentralized, centralized type of platform. When I was able to learn a little bit more about this, I did read the book of Broken Money by Lynn Alden. So if you want to check out that book as well, I'll post that link down below. I was able to learn a lot of things that I didn't really know about proof of stake, proof of work, in addition to just like the algorithm of how money is being structured. And it seems like we're in that next change, which is right now when it comes to crypto. Again, my own opinion. Definitely put your thoughts and comments down below about it. Before I do go on to some other information about the rest of the video, I do want to mention our sponsors of Theta Forums. So just a quick message from them. Theta Forums, you're able to have community questions, have answers by the community for the community. You can see there are different type of categories that are listed here, and it tells you what kind of date it was posted. Different directories, meaning there's different aspects of Theta Network that you can probably ask. For example, there's just a couple from the beginning you can see here: Theta Network Forum, Theta EdgeCloud Forum, Theta Drop Forum, so on and so forth. You're more than welcome to check out all the links down below in the description for this post right here. In addition to that, you can see all the other tabs right here as well: Theta EdgeCloud, Theta Network, Theta Drops website, Guardian Monitor, ThetaCon, mobile edge node download. So if you do want to sign up or log in, there is that page up here on the top right. If you want to add your email, so you'll be added to the list. I'm sure you'll get notifications when there's new posts or anything like that. But overall, like I said, check out that link down below for Theta Forums. Thank you, Theta Forums, for sponsoring this video. Now back onto the other video. A few other things I want to show you guys, which I feel like is pretty important. It just says Amazon Web Services saying that they are using $100 million investment for integration of generative AI, Theta Network, and I feel like what I just showed you guys just falls into that category, so it only makes sense to me. And I'm hoping that one day, like we said before, that Theta Network and AWS are mentioned in some sort of same sentence a little more publicly, rather than the post that we're able to find as community members. One other post I feel like was pretty important as well. It says this opening presentation from Jihee's Long has his fingerprints all over it. Check out Theta Network's second half of 2025's roadmap. So here we're going to talk about Theta Hackathon, AI agents on EdgeCloud, EdgeCloud key features by customer request, extend the utility for T-Drop, as well as a full release of the hybrid EdgeCloud architecture. I feel like this is going to be really important because when you go onto the Amazons, it looks like they're bedrock. So here are the things that they mentioned. It says broad choice of leading models, customize with your data, apply safety and responsible AI checks. And we do know that the network has that AI check. They made that post before, so everything is verifiable on their system. Optimize for cost, latency, and accuracy, in addition to build and orchestrate agents. It says AWS security, privacy, and the real utility. I think that's what it's going to probably say, or real. I'm not sure, that's not real, but reality, I'm not too sure, built in. So all together, we're going to see some similarities from this roadmap, in addition to Theta Network's second half of 2025's roadmap. But again, I feel like those are just like general terms that anyone can necessarily say. So I feel like people are just connecting some points, but I don't know if they're necessarily true. Feeling that this whole thing just connects when you're talking about Theta Network, AWS, what we're seeing now in the current time of 2025. I feel like it's just kind of too good not to be true. But then again, guys, we have to wait and see as to when these partnerships are fully announced, like what Theta Network is doing with all these bigger companies. Like Mitch said, it looks like Microsoft, Google, Amazon can't ignore this type of development from Theta Network. But again, just gotta wait and see. Price doesn't necessarily say that, at least in the making of this video. It does not say that everyone's going on the Theta Network and hopping on that bandwagon. It's still under $1 in this making of this video, so we shall see. Last thing I do want to mention, at least a little bit more of a fun concept, is looks like Gen G, another partner with Theta Network, they made a promise and they kept it. They are back to back. It looks like MSI mid-season invitational champions, so it's nice seeing that Theta Network has all these other esports platforms, or hopefully with their professional team platforms, that that they're going to be able to just continue to make some progress, win championships. When you see that, Theta Network hopefully will be on their jerseys one day, but you'll see it in the arena more often, and then hopefully other companies are going to wonder what Theta Network is, or maybe individuals with their own businesses are going to wonder what Theta Network is as well. But overall, that's all I have for today's video, guys. Comment anything down below. Really am looking forward to Theta Network news. It seems like they're going to be releasing some more things, and they just have to. They did say they're going to have a nice weekly rollout up until I think around now or August, but I still feel like they're probably going to have a lot more information for us for the rest of this year of 2025. We just have to wait and see as to how it's going to roll out. But overall, that's all I really have for today's video, guys. Thank you so much if you're an OG viewer and subscriber and coming back to the channel. Would not be here without you. If you're a new viewer, though, trying to find as much Theta news, updates, NFTs, or any kind of Theta partnerships, please hit that like and subscribe button. Check out all the links down below in the description for all the links that I posted in this video, as well as staking your Theta tokens to my Guardian node. Either way, help out my channel, help the Theta network, but overall help yourselves out. Earn as much T-Fuel passively as possible and utilize it however you want on Theta Drop, Open Theta, any of the subchains on Theta Network, or just withdrawing it back to your wallet. Really am excited for the future of Theta Network, future partners, any collaborations, businesses, things like that. I'm still going to be optimistic. Of course, that's the reason why this channel is still growing and people are still subscribing to the channel and people are still staking. So I'm glad to say that there's still hundreds of thousands of Theta tokens on my Guardian node. I am also thankful for the sponsors that are coming onto the channel. I also would not be here without you guys, so thank you very much. Really am looking forward to the future of Theta, though. Until the next Theta video, till the next Theta update, it is your boy Justinpacete, so try to keep up. Alright, deuces.